The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 26th Chapter, text number 23 and 24, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on January 1st, 1975, in Bombay, India.
Material energy springs up from the Mahat Tattva, which evolved from the Lord's own energy. The material ego is endowed predominantly with active power of three kinds: good, passionate, and ignorant. From these three types of material ego, the mind, the senses of perception, and the organs of action, and the gross elements evolve.
महत्तत्यात् विकुर्वनात् भगवद बीज संभवा क्रियाशक्तिरहंकार त्रिविध समपद्यत वैकारिक तेजसश्च तामसश्च यतो भव मनसश्चेन्द्रियाणां च भूतानां महतामपि. So the process of creation how one after another it takes place, that is described here. So the total energy, Mahat Tattva, by interaction, the moving, the pushing begins from the Bij, Bhagavat Bija. Bhagavat Bija Sambhava. Bija means energy. We understand Bija sometimes, the seminar. It is something like that. Not exactly the material seminar, but potency or energy, spiritual energy, that is the beginning of creation. So, where from the creative energy begins, that is, in the Vedic literature we understand sa oikhata, simply by glancing. Not when there is the word bija, it does not mean that as in the material world we discharge semina by sex intercourse. It is not like that. That bija, that energy can be emanated from the Supreme Personality of God anyway. Therefore, Bhagavad Bija Sambhavata, in the Brahma Samhita, it is said, Angani Jassa Sakalendriya Vritti Madhya. Bijata, we can understand, a seminar discharged from the genital. It is not like that. Bijata, that bija or that energy can be emanated from any part of the body, of the transcendental spiritual body. Everywhere. That is called omnipotence. So, just like Lord Brahma was born, not from the womb of Lakshmi, Narayan was lying down and Lakshmi was present. To beget Lord Brahma, there was no necessity of taking the help of Lakshmi ji. He sprouted a lotus flower from his navel and there was Brahma. So everything is possible from every part of the body, transcendental body, that is spiritual body, Satchidananda Vigraha. omnipotent. That is explained in the Brahma Samhita. Angani jasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. The limbs and the parts of the body has got the potency of any other limb. Just like we can beget child, we can impregnate by the genital, but it is not required for the Supreme Personality of God. The Vedas it is said, sa oikhata, simply by glancing. The same. She glanced over the total material energy, and the material energy, the total Mahat-tattva become agitated. Then one after another, the creation was there. So, Kriya Shakti, Rahankara, Trividha. Kriya Shakti, the creative energy, Kriya Shakti. God is not important, He is fully potent, and His energies are acting, we can experience in our daily life. So, this Kriya Shakti begins in three different categories. Trividha. Kriya Shakti Ahankara. Trividha Samapaddhati. Ahankara, ego, identification, I am. Everyone is conscious of his activities. Ego, I am doing this. But this ego, this is called false ego. This material, under the material energy, this ego is called another way, upadhi, designation. The real ego is aham brahmasmi. I am a spirit soul. But on account of being in touch, being born in this material world, my Kriya Shakti, my activities are being done under different designation. Under Trividha. Why under different designation? Because immediately there is creation, the Gunamai, the three kinds of modes of material nature, they also become manifest. And on account of this, our ego, false ego, association with a particular type of material modes of nature, I am thinking I am like this or I am this. Just like in this body I am thinking I am a human being, or I am Indian, or I am Brahmana, or I am sannyasi, or this or that, so many things. Similarly, when I am in the dog's body, so I think I am dog, my business is barking and give service to the master. In different bodies, different ego. This is called upadhi. Upadhi. Three kinds of upadhi. Sattvik upadhi, rajasic upadhi, tamasic upadhi. But originally, there was no upadhi. The upadhi begins when the Srishti, creation begins, under different ego. So originally, it is Sat-sattam avikaritam shantattam iti chetas. The consciousness is pure. The same example as you have explained yesterday, that the water is coming from the sky before touching the ground. It is pure, crystal, distilled water. So, before touching this material energy, Ichchadesha samuthena sarge janti paranta. Before our material body creation, in spiritual consciousness, it is clear, crystal clear. But when it is agitated by the material desires. In Bengali there is that poetry, Krishna bhuliya jeev bhoga vancha kare. What is that? That desire is that I can independently enjoy. The example, there are many such examples. That's like a man is honest, but if he becomes polluted by the desire that if I can get that money by fair or unfair means, I will become rich, so let me take this money. So immediately mind becomes agitated and it becomes under the spell of criminality. Then gradually, under superior judgment, I am put into the prison house. Similarly, originally we are all pure, Krishna conscious, but as we have got little independence, because we are part and parcel of God, therefore God has got full independence. So we have got independence according to the quantity, just like a small drop of ocean water has got a little quantity of salt also. Similarly, we are Anu and God is Vibhu, He is Prabhu, and we are servant. He is master, we are servant. The master has got independence and the servant has also independence. Not that because one is servant he has no independence. He has got independence. If he likes, he can give up the service of the master and live independent. This is crude example. Similarly, our material contamination means that when we desire to live without Krishna consciousness, now why we shall be subservient to Krishna? We shall live independently. That is going on. Material life means everyone is trying to become victorious in the struggle of existence without God consciousness. That is our material disease. Krishna bhuliya jeev bhoga vancha kare. We may revolt. That is that independence we have got. Little independence and we can misuse it. So why shall I serve Krishna? Let me serve myself. Let me serve myself means let me serve my different propensities. Kam, krodh, lobh, moha, matsarya, like that. My independence means I will not serve God, I will serve my lusty desires. You cannot become independent. This is a concoction only, that I will not serve Krishna, but you have to serve. What is that? Then I serve my lusty desires. Indriyatit. Jadindriya pritaya. Simply to satisfy. Krishna consciousness means there is no such thing as indriya tripti or sense gratification. Everything for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhaktiruccha. Rishik means the indriya or the senses. That is stated here also. Manasas chendriyanam cha bhutanam mahatam. That different types of indriya for sense gratification we develop. This is the creation. Every one of us developing, and it has become complicated with so many other desires. Each life is full of desires. Therefore, in the Guru Stotra in the morning, we recite, Arna Koriya Manayas. Is it not? What is that? Arna Koriya Manayas. So that is required. Guru Mukha Patma Vakka Chittete Koriya Oikka Arana Koriya Maneha. That is liberation. Otherwise, we shall be implicated. And what Guru says? Guru says the same thing as Krishna says. That is Guru. Krishna says, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Bhaja. Krishna also, Guru also says the same thing. That is Guru's business. That is surrender to Krishna and fully be engaged in Krishna's service. So that when Narottam Das Thakur advises, take this very seriously. Arana Koriya Maniyas. No more. Stop any other desires. Then your life is successful. Arana Koriya Maniyas. Vyavasayadmika buddhi rekeha kurunandam. Bahushaka anantascha buddhi abhyavasaya. Buddhi abhyavasaya. Vyavasayadmika, nischayatmika. Now, my life will be successful when I accept very seriously the instruction given by Krishna and it is delivered to me through the transparent via media of Guru. Then it will be successful. Arana Kariya Manehas. So somewhere or other, originally, we are all Krishna conscious, pure, Sat-Sattam, Abhikaritam. Now Bhikurvana, now being transformed or agitated somehow or other. Anadi karama phale pori bhavan navajale. We cannot ascertain when this transformation took place. There is no necessity of making research how we fell in this material contamination or environment, but we should be intelligent enough to understand that we are fallen now. That is, how we fell, you can trace out the history, but it is very difficult because anadi karama phale. Nobody can ascertain. Just like when a man is diseased, he goes to doctor. So when he goes to the doctor gives him medicine according to the symptoms and the diagnosis. There is no necessity of finding out the history how he fell disease. There is history, but that is not possible to trace out. Therefore, it is said, anadi karma phale. Anadi. Anadi means, adi means the creation. Creation, before creation, I contaminated this desire, ichha desha samuttema. I became revolting to the desires. Krishna says, every one of us revolting now also. Krishna says, sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam bhaja. But you are revolting. Why? Why shall I surrender to you? This is too much you are demanding. This is going on. This is going on. This is the disease. And to cure the disease, Krishna himself comes. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavat. Tadatmanam sujaha. But you are so stubborn that we do not like to be cured. So what Krishna will do? How Krishna will help? He is coming, he is sending his devotee, he is leaving behind him the Shastras. Ataev Krishna Veda Purana Korila. The Vedic literature, Veda Purana, to elaborately explain the Vedic ideals in the Puranas. Purana means supplementary. They are not to be neglected. The history, then Mahabharata, then Vedanta Purana, Vedanta philosophy, then explanation of Vedanta philosophy, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Mahabharata means which contains Bhagavad Gita. So many literatures there are. And who has made it? Vyasdev. Vyasdev is Krishna's incarnation, Vyasa avatar. that is stated in the Shastras. So, Vyasdev made all this literature, that means Krishna made, through his incarnation. Therefore in the Chaitanya Chaitamrita we find this verse, Anadi Bohirmog Jeev Krishna Bhuli Gela, Ataev Krishna Ved Purana Krila. So, somewhere or other we are fallen in this material condition of life, making a prakriti, manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karsati. This manascha indriyani, that is stated here. Manascha indriyanam cha bhutanam mahatam api. Mahabhut, Mahabhut is 5 elements, Hiti, Apte, Manudbhav, and mind. See, in this way we are intact, and there is struggle. Manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karsati. Mamaivansati. They are my part and parcel. They can live as good as I am, but unfortunately they are undergoing a struggle for existence on account of this polluted mind. What is that pollution? Krishna bhuliyaji vibhogavan chakare. He thinks that, what is the use of? This is what is called service mentality, slave mentality, they say. The bhakti marga is slave mentality. Instead of becoming God, they want to become servant or slave of God. So this is slave mentality. No, this is not slave mentality. This is actual liberation. Because our constitutional position is to remain. We are servant of Krishna. But somehow or other we revolted. Still we are revolting. Although Krishna coming and canvassing, just surrender me, but still we are revolting. This is our disease. Manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karsati. So if we want to be cured again and come to our original consciousness, Krishna consciousness, which is satsatam avikaritam shantatam cetasa, then we have to take to this Krishna consciousness. That is the only way. There is no other way to become peaceful, shantatam avikara, without any change, fixed up mind. That is Krishna consciousness. Shanti. If you want, everyone is hankering after Shanti. The Shanti formula is given everywhere in the Shastra. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna is personally saying, this is Shanti. What is this? Bhoktaram jagadavasam sarvaloka maheswaram sridam sarvabhutanam gyata mam. Sridam sarvabhutanam who? Not these political leaders. We are taking these political leaders as our friends and carried away by their dictation. Some political leader says, you do like this, another political leader do like that. So we are no. Bhoktaram jagadavasam sarvalo suridam. If we want to take advice of real well-wisher, so Sridhar Sarvabhutana. Similarly, Sadhu, he is also Sridham Sarvadehinam. The same thing. As Krishna is the supreme friend, well-wisher, Srit means good heart. With friend, Mitra, it is little different from Srit. Mitra means I make friendship with you with some motive. But a father is sweet, mother is sweet, always well-wishing. Or there may be some friend also, always well-wishing. But the best example that the father is always well-wishing, how my son will be well situated, how he will be happy. Similarly, Krishna says that when one can understand me as Suidam Sarvabhutana, then Shanti Michati, then you will get Shanti. Shantatvam. When we accept it, firmly convinced that Krishna is my father, Krishna is my friend, Krishna is my well-wisher, and Krishna says, where is the difficulty? Aham tva sarva pape brahmokhrisha. He takes charge. Kontya pratijanihi name bhakta pranasati. He is giving assurance. Mani patho pasritta jipisu papajana sriya sudra tatha vaishya sti vijanti parangati. Everything is there. So, on account of this dirty position of material contamination, we cannot accept Krishna as the real friend. Therefore, we cannot get Shanti. So if we want really Shanti, then we must accept the formula. Sridam Sarvadehinam Gyata Ma. Not this political leader, that political leader, no. They do not know what is the actually path of Shanti. They cannot. They do not have Shanti in themselves. How they can? Physician, heal thyself. The physician himself is a diseased person. Maya mohita. So how they can help us? So this is not possible. We have to accept Krishna as Sridhar Sarvabhutanam Gata. He is the proprietor of everything. Sarvaloka Maheswaram, Mahesam, Isharam, Mahesam, Parameswaram, Maheswaram or Parameswaram, Ishara Parama Krishna. In this way we can understand that Krishna is the proprietor, Krishna is the enjoyer, Krishna is my supreme friend, then Shantattam, you can get Shanti. Otherwise, this material environment will always create disturbances and bhayam para dvitiyabhi nipeshatasya. Then we will be always in fearful condition, in anxiety. But if we accept this formula, then no more we are in this, hodgepodge of this material existence. We live clearly, sat-sattam, that is called sat-sattam abhikaritam. So a Krishna conscious person is not agitated by the material action and reaction. He remains fixed up, naisthiki bhakti. This is called naisthiki bhakti, nishtha, firmly convinced. Tato rajastama bhava, naisthiki bhakti. Nityanga bhagavata sevaya, bhava, nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. This is abhadra. This material contamination, kriya shakti, ahankara, trividha. Three kinds of kriya shakti working in the modes of ignorance, working in the modes of passion. These are the more that when these two things, kriya shakti, this kriya shakti under the spell of passion and spell of ignorance is almost gone. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityanga bhagavata sevaya. So this is the only process. Let us hear from Srimad Bhagavata, not this professional, but just like here Kapil Dev is explaining Sankhya philosophy, every word of Bhagavata, sublime. And this is given to us by Vyasdev, because we do not know how to get out of this entanglement of material environment. Anartha upasamam saksas, anartha. On account of being entangled in this material modes of nature, we have accumulated so many unwanted things. Anartha, that is called anartha. Artha means substance, and anartha means illusory things. So many things. So that is our material condition of life, and the only remedy is become Krishna conscious, and that is how we can become Krishna conscious. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Vishnu means Krishna. Simply hear and speak about Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much.